Hacking. You have probably seen a movie where hacking is involved. Hackers have become extremely popular in pop culture and not only in movies or TV shows. There are even games about hacking, like the Watch Dogs series, which shows how nowadays people are very interested in this topic. In the cybersecurity world, the person who is able to discover a weakness in a system and manages to exploit it to accomplish his goals is referred to as hacker, and the process is referred to as hacking. There are many misconceptions about hacking which we will talk about in a bit. So what exactly is hacking, and what do people do to become hackers? Hacking is an attempt to exploit a computer system or a private network inside a computer. Simply put, it is the unauthorized access to or control over computer network security for some illicit purpose. History of hacking. When hacking first started in 1878, one of the hacks that was created in the 60s, 1969 to be exact, was created to act as an open set of rules to run machines on the computer frontier. It was created by two employees from the Bell Labs think tank. The two employees were Dennis Ritchie and Ken Thompson, and the hack was called Unix. In the 1970s, the world was primed and ready for hackers. The first major hacking came in by 1971 by a Vietnam vet named John Draper. He figured out a way to make free phone calls. This was later called phreaking. In the 1980s, hacking reached the peak of seriousness. By 1980, there was over a total of 1 million units being used in the US. By 1983, there were over 10 million units. By 1986, there were over 3 million. So, as you can see, computer use increased drastically during the 80s. In 1983, a movie called War Games came out. This was the first movie to show the inner workings of hackers. Types of hacking. Phishing. In this type of hacking, hackers' intention is to steal critical information of users, like account password, MasterCard details, and so on. Virus. Filters of the website once they enter into it. The purpose is to corrupt the information or resources on the net website. UI redress. In this technique, the hacker creates a pretend interface, and once the user clicks with the intent of progressing to a particular website, they are directed to a special website.
4. Cookie theft. Hackers access the net website exploitation malicious codes and steal cookies that you contain tips, login passwords, get your access to your account, then will do any factor besides your account. 5. Disturbed denial of service, DDoS. This hacking technique is aimed toward taking down a website so that the user cannot access it or deliver the service, gets the server down and stops it from responding, which may cause a condition an error constantly. 6. DNS spoofing. This essentially uses the cache knowledge of an internet website or domain that the user might have forgotten keeping to data. It then directs the data to a distinct malicious website.
Social engineering. Social engineering is an attempt to manipulate you to share personal information, sometimes by impersonating a trustworthy supply. Missing security patch. Security tools will become outdated as a result of the hacking landscape advancement and the need frequent update to protect agents new threats. Malware injection device. Cyber criminal will use hardware to snag malware onto your PC. You would have dict infected USB sticks, which can allow hackers remote access to your device when it's connecting to your PC. Cracking password. Hackers will get your credentials through a techno as key logging.
Now we're going to talk about the three main types of hackers. There's white, gray, and black hats. White hats are considered the good guys because they follow the rules when it comes to hacking into systems without permission and obeying responsible disclosure laws. They're also known as ethical hackers. And second off is gray hats. They may have good intentions but might not disclose flaws for immediate fixes. They prioritize their own perception of right versus wrong over what the law might say. And black hats, well, they're basically cyber criminals. They don't lose sleep over whether something they did is legal or illegal, right or wrong. They just exploit security flaws for personal or political gain. Sometimes they just do it for fun. So next up is how to prevent hacking. Well, in order to prevent this unauthorized intrusion into your systems, you must follow some basic security guidelines. For example, downloading software from an authorized website. If you're planning to download a music file, a video, or utility software, do it from a trusted website. Many websites offer a free download of a certain high-level software, but those may carry the virus or spyware released by a hacker to obtain your personal information. So do not click on random email attachments also, as email is one of the biggest tools through which hackers spread malware. The spyware or virus are hidden in attachments, and clicking on these attachments starts an infection. Hence, never click on random attachments uh, if they're not from a trusted source. Also, scan all types of hard drives, such as pen drives, external hard disk, or if you're on a mobile device, you should scan it by USB scanner to remove any kind of malware.
Conclusion: hacking is a serious concern for any business nowadays. In fact, it is almost a statistical certainty that at some point any given companies will suffer a data breach. In spite of this, the pressure to keep up with the rapidly developing technology industry leads to carelessness in securing computer systems. While the desire to maximize profit is understandable, computer crimes can affect people's lives so dramatically that companies are ethically obligated to secure their systems. Even if the extra time and resources reduce revenue to this end, a full disclosure policy is needed.